we'll go ahead and get started. This month's topic that we will be talking about is integrity. And we'll just go ahead and jump in. What is the definition of integrity? Alexis Cox, would you mind answering that?
The definition of integrity is just being honest. Yes, ma'am. My definition of integrity would be being honest and reliable and always accepting and working hard.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hardly hear you, Alexis.
I'll type in.
Okay, so Alexis said being honest and reliable and doing the right thing and working hard. Yes, that's good. Alden Wilkes, would you want to expand on that?
My definition is it's having the backbone to do what is right. Because if you don't have integrity, then you're going to do the wrong thing just to get by.
Yeah, that's good. So, integrity is the ability to demonstrate moral, ethical, loyal, trustworthy, and honest behavior. Another way of thinking of it, integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is looking. So number 2, what does integrity look like? Jordan Young, could you give an example of that while you're at school?
Okay, at school could be working like really hard or not helping fellow students cheat on tests or whatever.
That's good. So not cheating on tests. Grace Gannis, do you want to add to that or do another example?
Just kind of like Jordan said, like maybe just helping fellow classmates in their work or anything that they need help with at school and or in the workplace.
That's good. So not cheating, but just helping, like if you see that they need help. Morgan Fussell, can you give an example of what it looks like at work?
If you don't know how to do something, just be honest with your employer and say, I don't know how to do this, and ask how you can do it right so you don't do it wrong.
Yeah, that's good. Alyssa Sweat, would you mind adding to that?
I would say at work it'd be somebody that maybe your employer and employees even trust to ask them to help with anything or trust them to get a task done.
Okay. Ashley Watkins, could you give an example of what integrity looks like at home?
I don't really know because that was one I had problems with.
I don't know if most of y'all have brothers or sisters or not, but like if y'all roughhouse or anything like that and something breaks, fessing up would be integrity. So for school, not cheating on tests, and I would even say doing your part in group projects. At work, I would also give the example of like if your boss is away for the day, you still doing your work like it's expected of you instead of goofing off. Number 3, why is integrity important? Bethany Manders, would you mind answering that?
Like if you're not being honest, it leads to like questioning your employability skills and other stuff.
Chandler Collins.
It just shows like being professional or more professional.
That's good. Christian Theriot, would you mind adding to that as well?
It probably lead to like a better lifestyle.
Okay. So integrity is the foundation of your success or failure within the workplace, especially long-term success. When you have integrity, you gain the trust of your leaders, your colleagues, and your team. You're dependable. And when you hold yourself accountable for your actions, you become role models for others to follow. And people who live with integrity are more likely to be considered for promotions because organizations want people they can trust. And the Georgia Department of Labor statistics show that soft skills, like integrity, are what costs people their jobs, not their technical skills. So employers look more towards the soft skills, which is the employability topics we have each month, rather than technical. You do need the technical skills, but they look more at the soft skills. Number 4, describe a time you showed integrity. Daniel Griggs, would you mind answering that?
Yeah, basically, anytime I mess up at school or at work, I'll own up to it. So I don't put anybody else on the spot.
Okay, so not throwing anyone under the bus, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Edie Donaldson, would you share your example of a time you showed integrity?
I basically said the same thing. Like, if you mess up at work, you need to own up to it and try to learn from it instead of trying to hide it or like blame someone else for it.
Okay, very good. All right. So moving on to number 5, name 5 ways you can develop and preserve integrity. Christopher Lance, would you name one?
Hang on a second.
Okay.
I don't really know. Well, yeah, try your best, maybe. I'm not for sure.
Okay. That's one.
Okay.
Emily Birnbaum, would you mind saying one? Or what you think would be one?
Just trying to be honest and um like looking at your like morals and all that.
Yes, perfect. So morals could be core values. I would definitely say you need to define your core values. What matters most to you? Emma Roxbury, would you list one? Emma? Okay, Emma Thompson.
I just said to always help others. So whether you're at work or at school, just help them when they need help. And just don't like cheat with them. But if they need help doing something, just be there for them.
Okay. Yes. Let's see. Hannah Todd, would you mind saying one?
Yeah, like you can go back to a store and pay for something if they forgot to charge you for it.
Okay, that's good. So pretty much take responsibility. Let's see. Emma Roxbury's mic wasn't working, so she said to be truthful. That's a good one, yes. So always be truthful, and I would add to that and say even avoid white lies. Try to be honest in everything. Isabella Dockery, would you say one?
Definitely stay focused.
Okay.
So you need to stay focused in the workplace, at home. There's just one way you could improve it too.
Okay. And Jenna Scott, would you say one?
Just making sure that all your work is done and taking full responsibility for anything that you do at work or school.
Okay. Yes. I'm going to give some other examples. You know, we said to define your core values, what matters most to you, what's most important to you. In addition to that, I would say analyze every choice you make. Is your choice going to fall in line with the core values you have, or is it not? And I would even say encourage integrity among others. Develop friendships and work relationships with others who demonstrate integrity and who will support your decisions. You know, surround yourself with people who have integrity, because if you do, you're going to be more likely to have integrity yourself. Be assertive. If you see something going on that you don't quite agree with, that's dishonest, you know, speak up. Don't be aggressive or rude or anything like that, but do make it known that you don't agree with what's going on. Keep your word. Don't make promises you can't keep. And I would even say stay humble and down to earth. Are you making choices for integrity's sake or to get recognition? Moving on to number 6. Name, and this will be for you to fill out. I'm not going to have you say it over the meeting. I just want you to think about it and answer the question. Name a person you think shows integrity. Describe why you think they show integrity. And this person can be anyone. It can be an athlete, a celebrity, a family member, or a peer, or a teammate. Does anyone want to name a person that they think shows integrity? Jordan Young, I might have lied. My integrity wasn't that good there. Would you mind naming a person you think shows integrity?
Well, my mom, because she's the hardest working person I know, and she's the one who makes me work this hard. Otherwise, my work ethic probably wouldn't be as great without her sitting there going, "You don't work this well, I swear."
Okay, that's good. That's very good. So that's all the questions I have. Now, just for some quick reminders for the course. Your February timesheet is due today, so make sure you fill it out completely. Name, place of work, hours worked, hourly wage, and turn them in. It's a 10-point deduction per day late. Also, make sure to complete and turn in your meeting assignment to get credit. If some of you joined late, the meeting assignment is on Google Classroom now, and you can go in and access that and complete it. And I was lenient again last month when it came to grades, but I'm going to be more strict going forward. You know what is expected of you, and you need to turn your assignments in on time or accept the grade you earn. Most students are doing great. There's just a few here and there who seem to have trouble with turning things in on time. Also, remember to communicate with me or Mr. Davis if your job site has to shut down due to COVID or you are unable to meet your minimum hour requirement. If you switch jobs during the semester, you need to get a new WBL packet filled out and signed by your new employer. There are a couple of students who have switched jobs recently, but I still don't have their WBL packet, and I need those turned in as soon as possible. First round of employer evaluations are almost complete. If you don't have a grade, you will shortly. However, this goes back to the other point. If you don't turn in your updated WBL packet, I can't conduct the employer evaluation, and you will receive a 0. Remember, these evaluations account for 50% of your grade. And I'm sure you've seen remind messages from Mr. Davis, but there are job opportunities at Brasstown Valley Resort, Vogel State Park, and Colbett's Trucking. If anyone is interested in any of these positions, please let me or Mr. Davis know, and we will get the information to you. Also, a reminder, you don't sign in and out at the guard shack anymore. You need to do it at the front office. Does anyone have any questions for me? Is everyone
I got
good?
one.
Okay.
So I recently got a call from my workplace, and there was my general manager said that there's supposed to be like a person coming in, like kind of seeing what I do at my workplace. I was kind of wondering like when like the exact date was.
Not determined that just yet. I've just said to the employers it's going to be probably mid to late April and could even go into May, just depending on how it goes. I was going to call a little closer to the time because you do have 2 of these evaluations per semester. So on the second one, I'm actually going to try to go in and meet with everyone's employer. But, so to answer your question, probably mid to late April. Does anyone else have a question? Okay. So if everyone's good to go, I'm finished for it. So y'all have a good day and a good weekend.